So why does it move?
Huh?
Why does it move?
What do you mean?
Does
That's
it
what the
just
slider is.
What does it just do that the whole time?
Yeah. Goes backwards and forwards. So it gives the illusion that someone's recording you. It's moving from one side to the other. Cool, eh?
Fucking hell. Okie dokie.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. We started this podcast in the depths of winter.
Yep. With just a couple of GoPros, you know, a couple of these mics.
Fucking hell, you're gonna have to show them what you've got.
Yeah, they've all seen. If you're not following us on TikTok, then that is a problem.
Yeah.
So if you're not following us there, I don't know how to help you, if I'm perfectly honest.
If you're not watching on Talk, you're only getting half the story.
Exactly.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's a thing.
No.
So yeah, follow us on TikTok. It's a voice note, not a podcast. Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean the lighting, the quality of the equipment.
Yeah.
You now have a studio.
Oh,
We've changed and grown as people.
we have.
My teeth are more yellow and my skin has a little bit of a tan as well.
See, I'm hoping my teeth are whiter because it started off quite yellow.
Do you remember when we went round Ebba, my friend's place?
Yeah.
And then she said something about British people being pale-skinned and fucked up teeth.
Yeah.
And then we all looked at each other like, this bitch, but she's right.
She is totally right. I am a little bit like, you know, there was a moment where I was just like, red. Yeah, I can see that. Totally.
I've got a little bit here. I got my chest out.
Nice.
You know, listeners, can you see? Got my little
Yeah.
tats and
Showing
teeth.
off the tattoo.
Yeah.
I love that. Love
I
that.
love it.
I'm keeping all of this locked up.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I have literally just come back from Greece,
Yeah.
but I'm still wearing my winter body. I am not beach body ready or the beach body ready I want to be. You know, like everybody is beach ready. It's just like for me, I don't feel like mine is ready.
See, they call it Sambo kilos. Which Sambo in Sweden means a boyfriend you live with.
Yeah.
I'm going through that at the moment.
I'm also Sambo. So
But you've been with him for how long?
ages. And like, you know, we opened up the relationship and then suddenly decided like, oh shit, you know, we need to go to the gym.
No.
So that's what's happened. Yeah.
So let's go back to, have you been?
I've been good.
You've been in Greece.
So I've just got back from Greece.
Hang on, do it again.
I've just come back from Greece. Mm-hmm. We had a whirlwind weekend visit to Greece, which was absolutely phenomenal.
How long was the flight?
So it was about 3 hours, 40 minutes to Athens. And then there was a 39-minute flight to Rhodes. The 39-minute flight to Rhodes was hilarious because literally, like, there was severe turbulence, but they have to deliver a snack to everyone.
Oh, that poor trolley dolly.
So literally, this trolley dolly comes out at lightning speed, and she's going like, you know, she's like, water bottle,
Yeah.
snack, water bottle, snack. By the end of it, she's like, 3 water bottles passing down, 3 water bottles down, snacks, and
It's like a
it was-
t-shirt gone.
It was hilarious. And then she was like, you know, we're landing. And she was like there at the front of the plane. And she suddenly came out. She's going there. And she's walking. She's just like, you know, lightning through people. It was hilarious.
I thought you meant a 39-minute changeover.
No, God. That would
will
be
get
terrifying.
you clenching at the cheeks, yeah.
In Athens, none of these planes arrive at the gate. You're waiting on buses.
Okay, so I need to talk to you about this because we're
Yes.
going to book flights for your wedding.
Okay.
He's getting married in Greece, by the way.
I'm getting married in Greece. That's why we went for the weekend. We're not just bougie bitches.
Yeah.
We are bougie bitches, but we're not. Like, this isn't one of those bougie bitch
Yeah,
reasons.
it's not just the weekend in Greece for it was work.
It was work. We got 1 hour. 1 hour by the pool. And then 1 hour by the beach. The rest of the time.
Why didn't you plonk on a day?
Couldn't afford it work-wise. Per usual. But anyway, so you're booking a flight.
Yeah. So, you've been to Athens airport. What's a good changeover? How long?
I reckon you could get away with. We did an hour 40, and that was fine. We managed that.
Hour 40. Okay.
Are you going with Aegean?
Whatever will take me.
Okay. My advice personally is to not go with Aegean,
Okay.
which is, you know, Gary's coming out. So basically, I got on the way back. She was looking for Scandinavian-looking people, and then pulled us all to the front to weigh our bags.
Really?
Yeah, and I was a clear 4 kilos over. So that was €60. I did not anticipate spending.
Like hand luggage?
Yeah.
Who the fuck does that still?
I know. Tell me about it. And who puts 8 kilos as the limit?
I feel like they've given up on that, but apparently not.
Apparently
was that
not.
This time?
This was this time, yeah. So
Awesome.
if you're watching this, Aegean, fuck you.
Yeah, not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Totally. And who will hopefully be sponsoring us, I can say now, from Arlanda, you can get a direct flight with Norwegian.
The ones that we found are like, I think it might be Aegean, you know.
Oh,
The
okay.
more affordable ones. And I
Yeah.
love you, babe, but I don't love you that much. I'm not going to Thailand. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. You just need to be aware of like the limitations of flying with Aegean.
Well, I'm going with my little boyfriend Marco, my little bossy Balkan. We're going to plonk a week on either side. We're going to make a little week.
Are you going to plonk a week on either side? So you're going from...
Maybe like a 10-day thing, I don't know.
Well, if you go from the 5th to the 11th, you can get the same flights as us, which is Norwegian. So basically they fly every Saturday. We're going the week before and the week after.
I can have a look at it. I was looking at it, but yeah.
Have a look. Because you don't have to go like us. You know, like we're literally going like flex, which gives us like 2 hold, 1 carry-on, backpack. Mainly because I'm going to have to take the speaker.
You're also marrying. So.
Yeah, like there's going to be a shit ton we need to carry.
I know in Dan, your fella, there's going to be outfit changes. There's going to be beaded gowns.
There is an outfit change. There is no beaded gowns. There is an outfit change.
Beads are heavy.
You know, we literally landed in the evening, got to the hotel, had 1 drink in the bar, went to sleep. Next morning, 8:30 at the venue. Went through all the discussions, all what's going to happen. The caterers were there already because they're catering another wedding. Did all that, filled in all the paperwork, you know, booked all the things. They're going to give us like detailed quotes and everything. And then we went back to the hotel, had an hour by the pool, then went for dinner at the caterers. And the food was incredible.
Yeah.
I had one slight issue, which is half of the vegan options they put cheese on. That's going to be something we need to iron out.
Well, they're not vegan.
Yeah, they're not vegan.
So they're not vegan options.
I know, tell me about it. So it's sort of like, you know.
God, you and this veganism. You're not giving up on that yet.
Do you know what? I know, tell me about it.
I'd invite you for dinner more if you weren't vegan, to be honest.
Lies, vicious lies and slander. Do you know what did make me laugh, though? Like there was like, you know, like because they're sisters, and literally like she's coming. She enters the room. The chef enters the room of the sisters, and she was like, "Hi, how are you?" And we were like, "We're good. How are you?" And she went, "I'm fine." And then she nearly walked into a pillar. And then she went, "I'm fat," and then walked around the pillar.
Queen.
And I was just like, she is a serve. She is great. It was good fun.
I'm looking forward to it, babes.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring Marco.
Do you mind if we take one slight disco break while I just reply to Dan?
Sure.
Okay. Yes, I'm out for dinner. Recording the episode currently. Full stop. There is the noodles I forgot to take today if you want. Full stop. Or a takeaway if you want. Full stop. Love you. XXX.
That reminds me of it reminds me of I don't know if it's a meme or it might be something from Novimpia, which is like one of my favorite channels. It's two drag queens and they do like cutaways. And there's one where it's like, my friend's over there. How could you do this to me? Exclamation point. Exclamation point.
That is me. That is literally me. That is literally me. Okay, he's responded back. Okay, thanks. Love you too. XX. Oh.
That's Dan's first feature.
Yeah. No, he's featured it. Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should do a post-marital podcast. Because you were interested in doing a couple podcasts.
I think a couple podcasts would be great.
I'm not going to get Marco on it.
Why not?
I just don't want it.
Tell the listeners why not.
I don't know. I don't think you'll be into it. I think I don't know. You and Dan, I can mediate. Like we'll do it straight after the wedding.
Okay.
And they'll be like, who did the most stuff? Let get it out. Come on, let's get it on the table.
I feel that would be a really good episode, and I kind of want you with the brand spanking new camera over there.
Yeah.
You know, you'll be the mediator going like, right now, listen up. And like, he'll be in your seat, I'll be in my seat because I'm not leaving my seat. And then we'll have that whole conversation where, you know, he just basically rips the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I would personally like to see it because I'm nosy.
You know, really?
And I can really have my Oprah moment. It'll be, what's her name? Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Yeah.
What was it? Were you silenced or were you silenced?
It sounds
like, no, I said I do, that's it.
yeah, literally, like, you know. But no, so it's all good. We had that meeting, did that. We arrived in Lindos because he wanted to go back to Lindos, which is like one of our favorite places on the planet.
Yeah.
And it was just great. There's just energy there. You walk in and it's electric.
Yeah.
And we hit the beach, and then I thought, oh, do you know what? I'll call to see if the wine shop can open early. And the wine shop did, you know, sort of like said, we're going away. So if you want to talk about the wedding, it's got to be now. So then we raced back up the hill and went to the wine place, got absolutely sloshed on all of their suggestions. It was really good. We've picked the wines. Now, this is a thing we want to ask our listeners, or I want to ask our listeners. So we're serving lamb cleftico, and I think to me that means we need to have a red on the table.
What's a cleftico?
The key point is it's lamb.
Lamb. Yeah, lamb. You want
red.
Red meat, red wine.
Yeah. Dan doesn't want red.
Wow.
He doesn't drink red.
The thing, red is a specific taste. Like, more people like white wine than they do red wine. You're gonna hit more people with white wine.
Yeah.
So I see what he's saying there. It's crowd pleasing.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're not serving an amuse-bouche.
No.
Like,
it's a main.
Oh, is it a main?
We should have a red.
A red option at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But see, my friend at work, she went to a wedding and she said they ordered a fuck ton of red wine. They had wines on the. My friend, she went to a wedding.
Yeah.
And they had all the bottles on the table, and they had red and white, and they uncorked all of the red. But no one drank it.
Yeah.
So by the end of the night, they had like 100 bottles of red that were open.
Yeah.
That no one drank.
Yeah.
So what do you do then? Have a fucking good honeymoon. That's what you do.
That's what you do. Bathe in it. So yeah, that's the plan. So, you know, ask on the postcard. You know how to get in contact with us. It's all down below.
Write us a letter.
Yeah, write us a letter.
No one writes letters anymore.
We don't have a physical address.
We can get a P.O. box. Send us gifts.
Do we have P.O. box money?
Anthrax. Oh, does that cost money as well?
Yeah, everything costs money, babe.
Oh, God.
You live in Sweden. I know. Walking down the street costs you money.
We can give my old apartment.
There we go. You roll. Just say that. Don't get mail. Could you send it? Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So, old apartment.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been moving. And
Do
like
tell.
usually like, I don't know, I can get it done within a week. This time it took like a month. And I don't even have that much stuff.
You have
and I
more
was moving
shit.
into my boyfriend's.
Yeah.
Like,
You have more shit than you realise.
I think this time it was more reducing down shit, and it was like, oh, do I like this shirt? Do I like this black oversized viscose shirt? Or do I like this black viscose shirt?
Do you need the coat you've been using to block the view from your neighbours whilst you're having a wank?
No, I did take that. Yeah. Yeah. So no, basically, like, because it was a one-room apartment, it's essentially a studio flat. They could have just whacked a wall in it, but because I mean, we're talking about Swedish rental fucking situation again.
Yeah.
But because it was like one side of the apartment didn't have any windows, you can't, because of ventilation, just whack a wall in. So it was technically a studio flat, but it could have been if you was any other country.
Yeah.
So if I looked from my bed, I could look directly into my neighbour's
but that's like most of the world, isn't it? Surely?
living room.
Yeah. So you just have to close the curtains.
So I just whacked a little Mac on a little wooden hanger.
Yeah.
Just to stop the view, just so I can wank in peace.
Yeah. I agree. I approve of the Mac.
And I think that's what we all want.
Yeah.
To wank in peace.
Yeah. Without
So-
being judged.
It's one of the reasons why I moved. No, I tell you
Neighbours
what.
complained.
I tell you what. Speaking about Swedish rental.
Has it been a nightmare?
Well, no. I texted you, didn't I? Do you know anyone who wants this? She texted me the week before, and she rang me up. Oh, do you want to stay? I don't know if you found somewhere.
Are you kidding me? The move-in day, the move-out day was before she texted you.
I've already moved out at that
Yeah.
point. I just needed to go and clean up.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what do you mean, do I want to stay? She's like, oh, I've just decided to move down to Malmo.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So just complete lack of organisation.
Not your problem. That's her problem.
No, it wasn't my problem. So I did text her because it was a nice apartment, except for like the neighbours looking in on me while I was wanking. But
Yeah. But it was a good apartment. It was a nice location.
I mean,
I'm
good
going to
for
miss
them.
that bread. Yeah. I'm going to miss that bread. We used to get bread from Baghdad Bakery.
Baghdad Bakery.
That was really good.
Oh, mate. I mean, we'll go to Sjöholmen.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, that's true. Yeah. You know, there are places. Segue into the episode. Today's episode is on
Out of office.
or
So we've done, what have we done? We've done gay.
gay.
Because
We're not going to do straight.
You're gay.
Yeah. Aren't you gay?
A little bit.
On a Saturday.
I have my moments. Work. Because you work. I don't work. We
True.
did English. Because you're English.
Whoa. As we
18%
established.
Indian.
Yeah. 70% matters.
Yeah. And then
Sweden.
Sweden.
Because you live in Sweden.
I mean, I do live in Sweden.
Yeah.
So now we originally wanted to call it fun.
Yeah.
But I think out of office sounds
I think
more
out
cool.
of office sounds better.
But fun does lean into kind of grinded talk. Maybe that'll come up today.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
May.
We can talk about Grindr Talk.
So what do you do in your spare time except for go to weekend trips to Greece?
Get pissed in the park.
Get pissed in the park. I was going to say...
That's something I've been missing. Now that we're in summer, I feel like that is something that is a possibility.
Yeah, something that you was kind of like embarrassed to do when you look back at being a 15-year-old. But now I'm a 31-year-old man.
With a wine glass in his pouch.
With a glass?
Yeah.
A wine glass.
I said a wine glass. Although
That's what I do love.
recently we went to the park.
No, that wasn't my glass. I actually brought beers. I just went in for a little gin and tonic from Dan.
In what?
In a paper cup. Yeah.
Escandalo.
Escandalous.
You wouldn't let me take a photo.
Yeah.
You're that self-conscious. I was like, let me get a photo. You're like, nah, you're ruining it.
No. I have an illusion. So what do you do?
What, for fun? I get pissed in the park.
Get pissed in the park.
What's starting this Saturday? So Drag Race is back. I know I said that a lot because Drag Race is always back because there's always a new Drag Race to watch.
Yeah.
Drag Race upon Drag Race upon, you know.
You do good viewing parties, yeah.
Yes. But I think Rico's hosting it this time.
Not
Hopefully.
good. He's got a nice
Yeah.
little big screen.
So our friend Rico has done all of the artwork that you can see.
Oh, he's just done them.
Yeah.
Like he's just done it now.
I know. Tell me about it. I'm really
So
excited.
He's going to have to be the first guest.
He is going to be the first guest.
Yeah.
He is definitely going to be the first guest.
I think we should do it on a Saturday or Sunday. We should do it where you can get comfortable with the camera. Obviously, he's not natural like me. Lately, I'm really into like Audible. Like
Oh, okay.
listening to books.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And this is one thing that I wanted to bring up because some books I find hard to read. Like I've bought The Handmaid's Tale twice. twice I've had 2 copies of Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, okay.
And I've tried to read it. I can only get in like 3 or 4 pages in.
Really?
Because it's so wordy, and it's the way it's like, I don't know, it just, for some reason my brain doesn't like compute with it. But I recently, because I've got Audible, not sponsored.
Give us money.
Give us money. Give me tokens.
We're poor.
I mean, you need money to pay all this shit back. I would take a few tokens.
Very true. Yeah.
But recently I got Handmaid's Tale and just listened to it. But the way it's written, it sounds nicer spoken than it is reading it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
she uses a lot of language about how things feel, and like it feels very like you're very present in the story that way. And you gave me the Alexa.
I did, yeah.
I fucking love it. So this is what I do in my spare time. I speak to Alexa, and then she reads Handmaid's Tale to me, and we get on like a house on fire. And then I go get drunk in the street.
Oh my God, I love that. Have you watched, one of my favorite pastimes is like consuming media, like good quality dramas. Have you seen Mr. Robot?
No.
There's a brilliant bit of Mr. Robot which has the wonderful Grace Gummer, the daughter of Meryl Streep.
Has Meryl Streep got a daughter?
She has, Grace Gummer. She's ginger. She's fabulous. She was in The Newsroom. She was in Mr. Robot. And she plays this FBI agent. And there's a moment where she sits there and she goes, because she talks to her Alexa, and she goes, Alexa, am I alone? And then the episode ended, it went to black. And my Alexa suddenly went, don't worry, Cassie, I'm always here.
I love
Listening.
shit like that.
How cool is that? Because I know it's, I mean, obviously it's made by Amazon Prime. So they just basically went, we want Alexa to wake up when she hears this.
Yeah.
And literally, like, Alexa was just there going like, oh my God, he's, I can imagine the Alexa in the corner going like, oh my God, he's playing the episode that I'm in. I just need to wait for my cue at the end of the episode. And she's like sitting there listening to the whole episode. And every time I hit pause, she's there going like, right, he's hit pause. So I now need to fucking wait. This pissy faggot.
I wonder if we said now, Alexa, save this podcast. Does that work? Listeners, tell us.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good for the algorithm. I'm thinking.
That would be really good. Could you imagine it? Just like, it's just like casually, we just need to work in, like, so it's just like, so.
Yeah.
So it's just like, so I went for this hookup, and then you just suddenly went, Alexa, save this podcast. That would be great.
What do the influencers, what do the YouTubers say? Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Alexa, subscribe to this podcast.
Alexa, order more beer.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. But I don't know, like, I just like her. I like knowing she's there. She wakes me up in the morning. She tells me the weather. She tells me the weather for the day. That's
Do
nice.
you say thank you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say thank you. And Dan was like, it's a fucking machine. At which point I sort of looked at him and went, you're just upset because she doesn't understand you.
Yeah. She doesn't understand.
She actually doesn't.
She doesn't understand Marco.
Well, that's xenophobia. But with Dan, it's just regional phobia. But in Alexa's defense, Dan said, Alexa, hire it up. And Alexa went, sorry, excuse me, what was that? I don't understand. And he's sitting there saying this Alexa is racist against Northerners. And I'm sitting there going like, speak English and she'll tell you.
Yeah. Alexa speaking English now, babe. I mean, it's a good job he's pretty in his beaded gowns.
I love it.
Yeah.
He's going to hate this episode.
I like to cook.
Yeah? What do you cook? Because you never cook for me.
That's because you're vegan.
Yeah, but
Because the what I have is it's everything's got fat in it. Everything's got cheese in it. Not like vegan cheese.
okay.
I mean, I can do you a little pasta.
What do you like making?
Little vodka pasta. I like making Asian, like.
Didn't I
especially, like,
introduce you to vodka pasta?
Yeah, you did actually.
Yeah.
That's nice. But I just don't like the vegan alternatives. I just don't like them.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't like the vegan cheeses. I don't like vegan mayo.
Yeah.
I miss the fat.
What do you mean you don't like vegan mayo?
Like, I don't like it.
Oh, okay. It's
not
practically the same.
Look, vegan meat alternatives are nice.
Yeah.
Because I like kind of tofu or seitan or things like that.
Yeah. There's vegan things that are naturally vegan. So like ratatouille.
Yeah, I can make shit like that. I mean, Italian is like, okay. I mean, Italian is like less is more, that type of thing. Like, I like that kind of shit like that. The other night, I made a carbonara, and I asked Marco, like, do you want a Roman carbonara or with cream? And he was like, you're just making it way too fucking difficult. And I'm like, it's a legit question, because we went to an Italian restaurant one time.
It is a legit question.
And he got a carbonara, and he said he didn't like it because he doesn't like egg. So anyway, then I went all in and made a fucking meringue out of the egg white. Who the fuck do I think I am? This is a Monday. Like...
Monday.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love
like
that
East
though.
Asian dishes.
Yeah.
I kind of ate Chinese food, but like really getting into how they do it. I love doing that kind of shit, and like understanding like the heat of the pan.
Yeah.
And like the kind of moisture level of the food.
Well, obviously, like Indian heritage, I cook a lot of curries.
Like a curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the
love cooking.
kind of pre-work of a curry. I love that kind of shit.
So like my favorite thing, if I'm ever feeling down, if I'm ever feeling low, I go to the things that sort of like, really like speak to me. For example, my mum's my mum's chicken vindaloo, or as we call it, vindaloo, which apparently is the wrong way of saying it, but that's the Anglo-Indian way of saying it. So, this chicken vindaloo, which is Sarson's vinegar, it has to be Sarson's. I'm sorry. Like, it has to be. That's the vinegar we've used for all the way through. This was my granddad's recipe. And then when he died, it became my grandmother's recipe. And then when she died, it became my mum's recipe. And now that she's died, it's become my recipe. So it's like, when you smell something that just instantly reminds you of home and you just feel like I am centered again. That is that curry. Yeah. So what I do is I use the Swedish product O.O.O. Sponsorship, please.
Is that a vegan option?
That is a vegan option.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, so I use that. I suppose you could use oyster mushrooms or something like that, like pan fry oyster mushrooms and then add them in. But the important thing is just like this, like big, strong, punchy garam masala and vinegary sauce.
Have you watched Salt, Acid and Fat?
No.
It's based on a book.
I need to watch this. Is this a cooking show?
It's a cooking show, because I can get down with a cooking show.
Okay.
It's on Netflix, Salt, Acid and Fat.
Yeah.
I think it's something like that. It's this young woman, she wrote a book, and her mentor, he wrote a book, and it was fire, water, air. I think I might be saying it wrong.
No, the elements, fire, water, air, and earth.
Earth. Yeah, because then he started burying shit.
Was it called Cooked?
I think it might have been. He was in the outback in Australia,
Yes.
and they would like make a fire, bury shit, and then like they would cook the food that way.
Yeah, I was going to mention this. Like when you said that, I was like, right, I know a place for you.
Yeah.
And that series is incredible. That series is eye-opening.
Yeah. So his protege, she did a series. It was Salt,
Sulfat acid.
and then what's the other one?
Love.
But I don't think people think about acid enough in food.
No.
Like vinegars, lemon, like that punches through it.
Yeah. And that's important
I love
because
shit like that.
it's so important. It's like, like the whole thing with, I can remember my friend Emily, who I used to live with, and she said, I love simple flavors, like the simple flavor of rosemary or the simple flavor of garlic and what you can do with that. And I sort of said, what you're talking about, the food that you like the solo artists, maybe a duet, maybe a quartet if you're feeling fancy.
Yeah.
And I just went, me and my flavor palette, I like the full orchestra with choir, with fucking like laser lights. I like all of that. And that to me is Indian food.
Yeah.
But it only works if they're all harmonized with each other. That's the thing. You can't just throw spices at it and go
No,
like,
you gotta think
it's
about
a
the
curry. No, it has to be working in harmony.
I mean, I think there's not many foods that I don't like. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't like sweet corn.
Okay.
Like, just something about it. I don't think you should eat something you can't dissolve.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Okay. That's fine.
I just
We're allowed to dislike things.
Yeah. But in terms of types of food, like, there's not many things that
I don't think there's
like.
anything I dislike, really.
No.
No. There's things I don't eat.
Well, there's a million things you don't eat.
Yeah. But that's, you know,
This episode is becoming Callum doesn't like vegans.
yeah.
Why are you a vegan?
Because it's a philosophical choice and I'm allowed it.
No, of course you're allowed it.
But anyway, so we've talked about food. We've talked about getting pissed in the park. We've talked about all that shit. What else?
Drag. So you were talking about content you
Yeah.
absorb. My YouTube kind of,
Yeah.
I watch YouTube mainly. I've cut the cord. I don't watch normal TV. It's
Yeah.
either Netflix, HBO, YouTube, Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Sometimes. My YouTube is literally drag. Like I love a drag show.
Yeah.
Historical kind of documentaries. Like geopolitics and shit like that. Even though I'm not really aware of it, I just watch a video about it. I'm not going to get you going.
No, I'm in my box. Something is basically on the day that we're recording this, something has happened today. Rishi Sunak has announced the election.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. 4th of July.
Oh, he's fucked it for himself.
He really, well, I hope so.
No, of course he will. Everyone hates him now.
Oh, don't. I don't know. I don't know. Why has he called it today? I'm like,
Oh, no, they can't though, can they?
I don't know.
Everyone hates them.
Dumb fucking island. Sorry.
Oh, not the country of Ireland, our island.
Yeah. All right.
Well, as you pissed off the Irish. I can piss off the Geordies, I'll piss off the Brummers, but I'm not going to piss off the Irish.
The Irish dumb. The Irish elected a gay prime minister. Fucking love the Irish. You know,
Do you know
like
the Prime
rule
Minister-
the UK. Sorry.
Serbia has a lesbian prime minister.
Yeah, she's a lesbian. I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not remember when they were like the BBC interviewed her and basically said, you know, oh, what do you do when people are like, obviously it's Serbia, it's a bit more, it's not as gay friendly as like, you know, most places in Europe. Like, what do you do when you get negative responses? And she was like, I don't know, punch them. I was just like there going like, that is the most lesbian response I have ever heard.
You always do a Russian accent when you do Serbian.
You notice the difference though. I don't notice the difference yet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but your boyfriend is Serbian
Yeah.
and you've been dating him for like...
Yeah.
Yeah. I had this whole thing, like, you know, because I've got Bulgarian friends and every single time they're like, well, actually, we invented Cyrillic, not Russia. And that is the alphabet we use. And it's just every time it's like, oh, why does it look like Russian? And I've watched my Bulgarian friends sit there and go, it's Cyrillic. It is our alphabet.
Is it there?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about any of that.
Yeah, but, you know, like Serbia uses the alphabet, so does Bulgaria, so does Ukraine, so does Russia.
I know
so does...
Cyrillic. I just didn't know who invented it. But I tell you what, I'll watch a YouTube video about it.
Oh, yeah. That'll be your pastime. I love it.
So anyway, my YouTube is my spare time.
Yep.
History documentaries. Love that kind of shit. About
Yep.
random shit in the world. Geopolitics. Very in depth. I have no idea what's going on. But I like, you know, oh yeah.
You know, knowing a little bit about it. Do you know what I do, which I've started to try and do and stuff like that? Like, you know, because obviously getting married in October, I kind of want to get a bit fitter. So I'm back in the gym. Trying to go hard at the gym.
Okay.
That's definitely something I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And
How's it going?
It's going okay. I went today and I sort of like, you know, went hard in. I did like an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
I was quite proud of myself.
Would you ever get a PT?
I did have a PT before. I would get a PT. I feel like a PT would be great. I feel like, you know, that would sort of like, you know, but like...
The money. Yeah. It's nice to have the accountability because when I go to the gym, I just sit on my phone.
Yeah.
Relax.
Maybe I should get a PT. A PT would be great.
And also you show up more.
Yeah.
And you also, they kind of
Like,
weigh
I've paid
you.
it, so I need to, you know, sort of like, you know, build. What I want to do is build muscle because the thing is, I lost a lot of weight, like a lot of weight. I used to weigh 130 kilos, 21 stone, and I dropped down to.
How old was you then?
I was 21. I was 22. I was like, you know, it's sort of like, you know, it was bad. I sort of like discovered that I could have a kebab for lunch every day at uni. That was a bad move. And then I sort of like, you know, completely changed. I met an editor called Charlotte and she sort of like put me through the ringer of just like, She was like, if you can afford fags, you can afford Manuka honey, and you should be doing everything in your power to just be healthy and stuff like that, especially if your mum's going through chemo. So I was like, okay, I need to, drastically change myself, and I started going to the gym. And yeah, I dropped down to like 12 stone 9. I think that's under 80 kilos or something like that.
Because you emailed me and your picture on your Gmail, very slim.
That's not even half of it. That I had put on weight by that stage.
Really?
There were moments I was getting into a small t-shirt.
How did you do it? Were you off the solids? Because you get hangry, girl. Like, you storm off out of it. Like.
Okay, so you can do it. You can do it. I can't do it anymore. So basically, I started by looking at what I was eating and how bad it was. I was having a whole 1,700 calories in my bowl of cereal in the morning.
Was that just like...
That's huge.
Is it Rice Krispies?
No, it was Weetabix minis with chocolate. Do you know what a portion size of Weetabix? You're not being sponsored. I swear to God, I'm fucking angry about this.
I don't know. It sounds delicious.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. But Weetabix minis, like they're tiny. They're really tiny. And apparently 8 is a portion. 8. I was getting an IKEA bowl and I was filling that fucker. Like it was huge. And then a box lasted two bowls. Like it was insane. So, I immediately changed that and I dropped that down from 1,700 calories down to 200 calories by having muesli. I'd measure out the muesli. That was kind of my biggest sort of like, right, how much bang for my buck?
So that portion control.
Yeah, it was portion control. It was calorie counting. But the thing that really, really solidified it for me was going to the gym and doing weight training. Because your muscles are hungry.
Yeah.
And like, there was a point in time where I was having, the salad I was having at work was insane. So basically, I completely changed my diet. I got rid of a lot of carbohydrates. Any carbohydrates I was having was complex carbohydrates with like huge amounts of nutrient-dense carbohydrates.
Okay.
So I would have like chicken and broccoli, but the chicken would be like rubbed in dry spices, fried in a little bit of oil. That's it, just a very small amount, and just really sort of like upping it. So I'd have like 4 chicken fillets.
So why did you say that I can do it but you can't?
Because vegan.
Okay.
It lends itself to. It was called the paleo diet. It lends itself to being quite meat heavy. Basically, you want to make it so that the majority of what you eat is protein, and then fat, and then the least amount is carbohydrates. But what carbohydrates you have are nutrient dense.
Okay.
So instead of potatoes, go with sweet potatoes. Instead of sweet potatoes, go with butternut squash. So I would say butternut squash, broccoli, healthy dose of kale, and some really nice chicken. Basically, unprocess your food.
Yeah, but most of what you just said there is vegan.
Apart from the chicken.
Yeah, we'll go for some beans.
Yeah, but then that's more carbohydrates than... Basically, that's a lot less protein and more carbohydrates per portion.
I've met some skinny vegans, babes.
Yeah. I know that, but I love my food too much. I'm powered by plants, and clearly a lot of them. So...
You're an oak tree.
Yeah. So that's
I've got real fat, but it's mainly because, not like real fat, but I've put on a lot of weight. I put on 10 kilograms. What's that? Like 4 stone in a year.
Yeah. That's fine. We can fluctuate.
Yeah, usually I
You're
cycle.
still fabulous.
I am pretty great. Usually I cycle though.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. But I don't know, like last year I broke my arm and it just kind of threw me off. Like,
why don't we go to the gym at some stage and just do some weight training?
oh God.
You're going to love it.
I mean, I've going to the gym. I've been to the gym. I just find it really boring.
What do you do at the gym?
I try to do the little weight thing. I like to go on the little machines. I prefer cardio. Like, I just think it's all boring.
Then go for the cardio. Go for a run.
I get really into it and then I fuck myself up.
Yeah.
And then I get bored.
Well, then go.
I do have a SATS membership.
Yeah.
I just don't go.
Why don't we go? If you got a SATS membership, we could go together.
Why don't we go to the gay one in Sofo?
Is there a gay one?
It's pretty gay. I mean, it's
In Sofo. Wait, is this
Mum.
the one like opposite Weekday?
It's in Sofa. I don't know where it is. I've never been. But it looks a bit like a nightclub.
I'd be up for going to. I'd be up for going to that one.
Yeah.
Do you know what though? It's just sort of like talking about fun. One of the things that is really quite sort of like being in Sweden, and this was the most disconcerting thing. Where it was like I went to the gym, not the body shape I necessarily want to be. And I went to use the showers, and it's all open plan showers.
Yeah.
So I went for the cubicle at the end or like where they've got like teeny tiny glass doors because I thought, I can do my thing, hide a little bit. Didn't realize it was in full view of the fucking sauna, the glass doored sauna.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of saunas in Sweden. They do love
I
it.
have never seen so many 18-year-olds with ripped abs and massive cocks hanging out in my life.
I mean, I've seen... I've been to some cool places.
She's been around the block. She knows the block by hand.
Traveled around the world.
After a long night of hooking.
Got a PhD.
He had crystallized. Other things that I find really fun, or like the big thing, because you mentioned cycling.
Yeah.
I just bought a bike.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
We can go cycling together.
Yeah, I'm going to start cycling more. It's going to be good. I'm buying all the fucking locks for it because, and this is where, Gary's going to come out slightly. Stockholm has a real issue with stealing bikes, and I really think people should stop stealing fucking bikes.
I've never had my bike stolen.
My bike was stolen after 2 months of living in Stockholm.
Which is really shit.
It survived 5 years of London.
Yeah.
And then 2 months of Stockholm, and it was gone. From a locked courtyard.
How? It must be someone from your courtyard.
Yeah, or someone who had access to the courtyard. Dicks, that's how.
Yeah, dickheads.
It was a friend of someone in the apartment block. I'm not going to blame my neighbours,
Yeah.
but it was someone in the apartment block.
Was it locked?
No.
You didn't lock it.
Dan said I didn't need to. He said it's Stockholm.
To you, man, someone took my bag that was readily available for them.
Okay, lessons have been learned. Dan said he didn't need to, and I was waiting for a space.
Oh, God.
I know.
I keep my bike in my apartment.
I mean, I'm going to lock that fucker down now. I'm going to get, like the locks that spray acid. Do they exist?
No.
Do you reckon that's illegal?
I've actually got I've got a lock you can have. I've got a padlock. I mean, a bag lock.
Is it a good lock?
One. Yeah. It's really big. It's really heavy.
Is it a chain?
No, but it has like a little wire thing.
Oh,
You can
okay.
have that.
Thanks. That'd be
Swap
lovely.
you for Alexa. It's a good one. You
Okay,
can't-
good.
It's a
Okay, that's really
kryptonite
good.
one. It's just really
yeah.
heavy, so I don't
Yeah.
because like my laptop's really heavy for work, so I don't want to put that in my bag as well.
Do you have one of those Clo laptops? One of those big sort of like
Yeah,
Lenovo
It's
type?
like some out of fucking North Korea.
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
love that. Do you know what? Dan had it in his bag. He dropped it once and broke the pavement.
Like I could imagine, like I think someone weighed it. It's like with the charger and everything else. It's like almost like I think it was like 8 kilograms she weighed it.
Yeah,
So that's why it stays at work.
I know. Tell me about it. But no,
But yeah,
so
cycling. We can cycle.
We can cycle.
I bumped into a friend the other day, and he told me that he started cycling to work.
Mm-hmm.
The moment he lives in Queerholmen, which, if you don't know, is
Queerholmen.
Queerholmen,
Oh,
Queerholmen.
yeah.
which is like in
Although Queerholmen sounds amazing.
Queerholmen. Mm-hmm. Queerholmen.
Queer homo. Queer homo.
Anyway, it's in buttfuck nowhere. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's on the red line. It's like miles out. But then he has to go up to the university side of thingy. So he cycles. I think he said 30 kilometers a day.
Jesus. That is a lot. That is a lot.
If he's going to lose weight, I'm not going to do that. I tried to do it the other day, didn't I? I told you.
Yeah, how did it go?
It killed me.
You got to Lily Holman.
No, I got to Hornstall.
Oh.
It took like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
45 minutes is a long time to cycle.
Yeah.
And then I would have to carry on. Yeah, and then when I cycled home, I died about 4 times.
Okay,
I got off the
fair
bike.
enough.
And then my bike died.
Oh, well, you had like an absolute... What do you mean your bike died?
No, my bike died. My phone died. So I was like, fuck, this is the first
I
time
thought
I've
you had
done
an
this
electric
route.
bike. You were just like, so hard. It's
No,
pending
I
for
don't
you.
even have gears.
What?
I've got like, because this is when I was a Hackney wanker. This is when I lived in Hackney.
Is it a fixie?
I lived in London Fields. It's not a fixie. It's got brakes, but it's. Put a picture of it. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
It's like everyone had that bike because it was like £160 or something, and it was like a really nice bike. It's really good looking. It's really beautiful. I brought it over in a bike box on the way here.
Did you?
Yeah,
Me too. That was a waste of money.
like on the plane though.
Oh, okay.
So I moved to Sweden. I got rid of all my shit. I sold everything. Right, got rid of it all.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm moving to Sweden. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Like, get me back on the continent. I'm incontinent. And then I literally moved to Sweden. This was like 2021. And I had my bike box, 2 massive suitcases and a small suitcase. This is what I moved to Sweden with. This is like, I got rid of everything else.
Nice.
And then like, but it was during the time where you had to get a COVID test. So I handed the keys into my apartment to the landlord and then got in a taxi with everything I fucking own. And then at that point, I decided to get the COVID test at the airport.
What?
And I realized in the cab, if this test is positive, I'm fucked. Because I don't have an apartment.
You pull this shit a lot. You live. I mean, I feel like I fly by the seat of my pants. I feel like literally you will be streaking shit across the fucking runway.
Yeah, I don't know. I live for the drama, I guess. Like, I don't have an apartment. I am between jobs. I've got a bike box. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I guess what I say, for fun, I like to put myself in extremely anxious situations.
Yeah, like what was it like?
See how it goes.
You know, referring back to the last episode. So we went to Berlin.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I didn't miss the flight. I had time for a cigarette and a Coca-Cola.
Only because I called you like 20 million times.
Yeah, at some point though, Sam, you've got to realise that the phone's on silent.
I just thought you were. I thought it was like ringing and like, and you're like,
Pretty much.
yeah. Honest to God, I called your boyfriend. I called.
You called everyone up I fucking knew. Like,
Yeah, give me a neighbour's number.
oh, she
my
can't
God.
see into the apartment though.
No, but she
babe.
can
I put the
fucking
coat on.
knock. She can knock.
Ah, no, it's fine. I got there in the end. Had a
You
wonderful
did, you
time.
did. Honest to God, though, I've never seen Dan so angry. I've never seen Dan so angry. Like the moment you saw like arrived, saw that it was still like A group boarding, and you went, "It's gonna get a Coke." You
Yeah.
walked off, and Dan looked at me and he went, "I'm gonna fucking hit him."
He gets stressed out traveling too much.
Oh,
He's a
yeah.
frequent flyer. I
He's-
don't understand why he's so stressed.
I don't know because he's there at like he's there two, like what was it, 2 to 3 hours before the flight.
Well, 2 hours is like the
That's why we get
expected.
lounge access because we're just like there going like, what else are you gonna do?
You love it because of that bleeding Amex.
Oh, it's great. Oh my God, I went to the Amex lounge before, you know, they've got a new lounge. It's all like brand spanking new. I literally
Like
had
in Arlanda,
Yeah.
in Stockholm.
Yeah. And do you know what? It's the best lounge because you get a sit down meal. I got a carrot soup to start, and then for mains I got grilled asparagus. And I got mixed nuts as like a snack on the side, and I also got 3 glasses of rosé.
You're there to get pissed.
I'm there to have a good time.
Is grilled asparagus a main?
It is if you're vegan.
Oh God.
Yeah, but but you know what? You would like it. You would like it. Dan got entrecôte. He got steak. It's time for Uncle Gary's rant.
Okay, Uncle
about
Gary's
out
rant.
of office.
Yeah.
And my rant is within the film and TV industry, out of office means fuck all to these people.
No.
It's never out of office. I'm
Yeah.
always switched on. I've been at birthdays and I've taken calls. I've been navigating the political dynamics of a fucking production whilst it is over Christmas. No one factors in when you should have time off. So I suppose my biggest rant is out of office should mean out of office. And you know what? In Germany, out of office does mean out of office.
Yeah, but it's Germans.
Because the email will delete itself before I get back.
Really?
Yeah, if you email them, they're like, this person is on holiday. Your email will be deleted before they get back. Find someone else. Or if it's directed for them, email them when they're back. They're back at this day. And
Is
I'm
that
just
a
like,
thing?
that is a thing. And I think we should adopt it everywhere.
Apparently in France it's illegal
Yeah,
to like email them after a certain time or something.
exactly. Executions. All
In
round.
Sweden, you can't keep them in the bleeding building. Like,
I mean, in Sweden, if
out of office implies you need to be in the office at
Yeah.
some point.
tell me about it. It's just like, it's like the fika breaks are insane.
I love fika. Listeners, fika is like a Swedish. Everyone just drops tools,
Yeah,
goes and has a little, I don't know, snack,
yeah,
a little conversation,
yeah.
and they do it an awful lot.
That happens a very long time.
Yeah.
That a very lot. So
Tea break.
yeah. So go on then. What is Cousin Callum's I don't know shit? So this is something you don't know that you want me to explain. Is that what Cousin Callum's thing is?
Yeah, I just want you to tell me about, because I've heard that Venezuela. I'd like you to tell me about the oil crisis of Venezuela and how that infects. What's their neighbour called again? Is it Guyana?
This is Callum's geography.
Yeah. Because I watched a video about it on YouTube.
Oh my god! So you know, and I don't know.
Well, I can't even pronounce the name right.
Well,
Remember when I said
Venezuela.
to, you remember what your friend, what's his name, Damien?
Yeah.
When I was like, oh yeah, Violet
Damien's Venezuelan.
Chapsley is from Venezuela, and he was like, what the fuck? I was like, sorry. I don't know shit.
So you want me to say how to say Venezuela?
No, I would like you to tell me about the oil crisis.
I don't know
in
about the oil
Venezuela.
crisis
Well,
in
there you go, you
Venezuela.
don't know shit.
Yeah.
I have nothing to contribute.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Right. So we're done out of office, and actually,
This is going to be a bitch to
this is going to be a bit. Fuck my drag, right? So the one thing we do want to ask you listeners is, because the format's going to change slightly from now on. So what we're going to do is we've got 4 episodes where we're going to have some guests on. We would absolutely love it if you stick around for that. We've got some really fun guests. They're fabulous people, all queer. It's going to be fucking great. What we would really love from you is just to, sort of like answers on a postcard, connect with us on media. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we have our email address, you have everything there. And
I can't take you seriously when you're being so earnest. Okay, so cheers to the queers.
may we be here for many years.
We design your clothes. We edit your films.
Yeah, we cut your movies.
We cut your movies.
We also cut your hair.
We cut your hair, and all we ask for in return is your compliment our derriere.
Yeah.
It's been 6 months. We've still not got it.
I know, so cheers, quiz. Bye.
Bye.